How's it going today? I am here at one of our job locations, and what I am doing is I'm working up on the chimney, fixing the ridge cap area that the mortar sits so that it runs off so it doesn't leak into your house. What I'm going to do is take you up there and show you, but what I wanted to do first was, a smart safety thing is make sure your ladder's set up right. Things to help you so that you're not destroying your house as much as you're working on it. You take the time to think ahead. I do a lot of stuff where I feel safe, but it would probably not up to safety regulations, but at the same point it would be safer than any one just carelessly going up on top of a roof, hanging off a branch, whatever I may end up doing later on. But we'll go through it as I would do if I was doing it myself, which I am doing it myself. So, and you'll hopefully see that some of these videos that I'm doing get better, because obviously this is a first video for me. So let's get started here, and I'll show you what's going on. Where we are at, I was just doing painting on all the trim and gutter work, so I've taken a stand off and attached to the ladder so I'm not scratching up the paint on the newly painted gutters that you can see done, and we'll head up. Now the ladder itself is a little steeper than what you would want, but because it is on the standoff, I want to make sure it doesn't lean against the gutter, so it's a little steeper than what, set out further than what you would want, but it'll do. It's sturdy. One thing you do want to do is just step on the ladder first, stand on it, give it a good shake, and then head on up. Now we're up on a regular ranch style house roof. It's a low pitch. You can walk up on it. Your chimney here has, we have 3 openings, 1, 2, and 3, going down to inside. There's a first floor chimney, a basement chimney, and then like your maintenance chimney for your hot water tanks and stuff. As you can see here, the surface has gotten water to it, it's cracked. It's not leaking at this time, but the people I do the work for would like to sell the house and are going to sell the house, and a home inspector will come in and take a look at this and go, this isn't acceptable, it's deteriorating, it needs to be fixed. So we just fix it beforehand. So this just gives you a quick look of what we're looking at. I've already scraped the loose, someone painted it. I can go over top of this because it's firm and stuck to the concrete underneath it, and I'm just going to do a mortar right over top of it as we have a bird fly out of the chimney, which means we'll probably also put caps on it so that we don't get birds, bats, and other things in there. So there we go. I will set up and we'll take a look at it again. Okay, so we have my mortar mixed up. Standard, just 60-pound bag of mortar. Bottle of water. What we're going to do is we're going to wet down the surface area so that the mortar will stick to what we have here, and then it'll dry evenly and set up. Now, I am early on with some of my videos. Okay, first video, and what will be getting is a tripoded camera, but as of right now we're on a phone, and this is a little bit harder than to do with one hand. So I'll catch what I can with one hand and clip it in to the video as I go along. But as for right now, I'm going to set you down and talk to you when I get further along or done. Moving along here, you can see I've got the one end done, and come around here, you can see I'm up to between the second and third gap there, and I have the end still left. I am spraying the stuff down and doing a finishing move there with the smaller trowel so that I can smooth out as I go along. All this stuff is not what I would say master mason would do, but it is what I have learned from the years of work that I have done with the apartment maintenance I've done for a couple people. The company I am working along with that does flipping and rentals themselves, and stuff I have learned from the home maintenance that my stepdad and grandfather have done over the ages. So this is where I've learned it from. It may not be exactly right, but I found that what I've done is always worked, and I'm going to keep and get back at this. What I'm doing is I threw this up here, and now I'm just sort of spreading it out evenly before I start to address getting it smooth. And I will probably be doing another one at some point, and what I will do is try and get a better camera set up for that, so that this will turn out better than what I'm probably just pointing at the top of the chimney instead of actually pointing at what I'm working at, because I'm watching through the phone what I'm recording instead of, or I'm watching what I'm doing instead of watching what the phone is and camera is picking up. So this is the next section, so I'm going to finish it up. I will have to mix up some more mortar for this because I'm almost out already, and we'll catch it closer to the end. Okay, so we've got another quick update here. You can see that we're all the way down through until just the very end. I'm going to quickly run down and get mud because for our change in Ohio, we have a nice warm, almost 80-degree day, and the thin amount of mortar is setting up and drying quickly, so I don't want to leave it and have it dry when I get back. So quick run down and mix up some more mortar. Okay, so I have it pretty well done. I mean, right now it's a little rough, but it's better than what it was, and it would pass any home inspection. And it's even, as you can see, already starting to dry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get my spray bottle and my little trowel and smooth out some of the little bit of rough spots. So let me grab that. Try to keep you in frame, and we'll see here. It's a little wet. And where did I set? Probably running around getting you all dizzy. May have to cut that out. Alright. Well, this is what you can see that I'm doing. I'm just wetting it down. And then with the trowel, carefully, because you don't want to lose your bottle down the chimney. But as you can see, find all sorts of interesting places to set it. Just gentle strokes. Now I'm sounding like Painter Ross. Crap, can't remember his name. The Painter Ross is used to do all the little happy trees and stuff. Some of the remember that, but that's why I just started that, because I'm hardly saying anything. Concentrating here a little bit just to smooth it out. Okay, come over here to this side. Let's finish it off a little bit more. Water bottle back in its chimney holder. Just smooth it out a little bit. I'm just trying to make it look perfectly smooth. It doesn't have to be. Like I said, it was already in a position to pass any inspection. But all I'm trying to do is make it look good enough that if anyone ever wanted to just come up and look at it, they could go, that looks really nice. Someone took the time to do it and did it to the best of their ability. And when I say the best of their ability, I mean I did it as best as I could to make it look as nice as I could, so that my hard work would try and show off. It's not just slapped up there so it's done. And we are down at the end where it's getting even too hard to do anything. So I guess that's it. Now I just have some cleanup to do, and that I'll just hit with a broom and a leaf blower. Maybe I'll drag the hose up here and hose it off for them so it looks all nice and clean and pretty. So alright, that might be it. I may do a little bit more wrap up here, but one chimney cap repaired. So as you can see, I've taken the opportunity to wash off my mess of little pieces that fell off, a little mortar, just hosed it off, rinsed off real quick around. So you can see we've done that. Now, something I've learned while being up, if you're on the roof, look for things that may be an issue later on. Now, these are shingles that are architectural shingles, meaning there's many layers on them, and they are the newer thing. There's many layers. You don't have to worry about the tabs, which is the little grooves between them. I get to a roof, I'll show you sometime what I mean with that. But still, you want to look for little things like, keep you out of the shadow, this right here is not much. It's just a little hole and an extra tab on top of, but that's a spot that's damaged. It's not leaking in this house right now, but it could. So I'll come out when I put caps on top of all of the chimney tops there so nothing can get in. I'll bring some tar so I can do that spot there. But I'll look around and see if there's anything else. You want to check your gutters to make sure they're cleaned out, which these are, because I did them last weekend actually. You also want to check and see if tree limbs are touching the shingles, because that'll wear. But what I'm seeing here is they're close, so we'll trim them a little bit just to keep them a little farther away. Quick walk around. I'm looking for any other defects. We'll set the hose back down here in a moment. I have done, so watch what you, so that you don't walk by and step on the hose, then you roll and fall down the chimney, and well, down the chimney, off the roof, and then you have to explain to your wife why you fell off the roof. Which I haven't actually fallen off the roof, but I have slipped on that, so don't tell her that. Here's another spot where it's shingle is torn off and they've just put a little bit of tar on it. I may add a little bit of tar to that just to add to it. So it sort of wraps up here on this chimney, on this roof with the chimney repair. If you watch my videos long enough, you'll notice that I trip over my own words, which is better than me tripping over my own 2 feet, I guess. So, okay, well, that's it from up here. And if nothing else, have a nice afternoon.